Hello everybody, Michelle here. Today I'm very excited because I'm finally doing another bullet journaling video. It's been so long since I've done anything bullet journaling related on here. I will discuss that a little bit later throughout this flip through because, surprise, this video is a 2018 flip through and a little walkthrough of my current 2019/January setup. So we've got it all. I know this is a little bit delayed, but I hope you guys are still interested. I know I love watching these videos, and I got a few requests to do one. So I'm very excited to walk you through my bullet journal from the last year, which, fun fact, was my first year ever bullet journaling. So you will see a lot of growth, which is pretty exciting, and you'll see kind of like a lot of experimenting, and it's just a lot of fun. So let's just start off, shall we? So this is my bullet journal. It's the Artist's Loft brand. It was a gift from my friend Sally. I put a super cute Blush and May sticker on here, and I don't know, I thought this sticker was just like the most perfect choice for me. If you didn't know, love bunnies. They're one of my favorite animals. I hope to have a pet bunny someday. And it's holding a little star. I honestly think it's just such a cute reminder to like reach for the stars. Anyway, we start off the bullet journal with this lovely Polaroid of myself on the New Year's Eve of 2017, which is crazy to say. I don't have an index. I thought I might fill that out, but I did not. This is the overview of 2018. Looking at it now is so funny because it just looks so sloppy to me. I'm not saying this at all to make myself feel bad. I know some people are like, stop being so hard on yourself. I'm saying this because I feel like I've grown so much since then. So that's my yearly overview for 2018. I also had a vision board. I didn't quite fill it out, which I'm upset that I didn't, but I had some good images here. I moved to New York in 2018, so it's amazing to me that I fulfilled that. I wanted to start a bullet journal and develop my own style, which I feel like I did despite falling off the wagon. I had a lot of like boss lady inspirational quotes because I was moving to New York and I was looking for a job, and that's just so exciting to see these things come into fruition. This was for fitness, which I honestly did not work out that much in 2018, but I feel like I did fall in love with bar and Pilates, so that's kind of fun to see. I also did cut my hair, so that's what the hair pics were for, so amazing. Here are my goals spreads for the year. So I had a YouTube blogging and Instagram goal page, and then just a general 2018 goal. Again, this looks so messy to me, but obviously still fun to look back on. Be brave, my love. This year was so scary for me. I had so much to look forward to, but there was just so much anticipation with making the move to New York, and I remember being petrified because I just could not conceive in my mind a world where I lived in New York by myself. Like, that just sounded so overwhelming, but I did it, and it's so crazy to look back on, which is, yeah, why I also have this picture of New York, obviously, with my YouTube goals. Basically, this was all just like me trying to have a schedule for myself. And then it's cool to see my like following grow. Like, we're almost at 13,000. We may have 13,000 by the time I upload this on YouTube. And here I had 11,400. Instagram, I was at not even at 1,500, and now I have over 2,000. Twitter, we don't care. No one cares about me on Twitter, but I think I'm pretty funny. Here I had just some blog post ideas, YouTube video ideas. I want to do these again for this year, but just try to use it more to brainstorm. I hate this spread so much. It's so cluttered. I feel like I had to fill up everything. I remember during this time I was going through a really, really bad seasonal depression. Now I feel like I'm not struggling so much with seasonal depression, despite having like a lot of anxiety coming into this year. I had like a little bit of a mental breakdown on New Year's Day, but despite going through that, I feel very, very stable and happy and content with my life right now. So it's crazy to see, like, 1 year ago I remember feeling so hopeless. Bullet journaling was really an escape for me to just think about something other than what was going on in my brain. I always felt like I had to fill up every single cranny, which I don't do anymore, which I'm happy about. Yeah, this is so bizarre, like looking at all the things I was doing. This week has been really, really hard. I started getting really scared about New York. Things look so different on the other side of Christmas. It all seems so real now. I've honestly questioned if I can even do this many times already. I struggled with a lot of anxiety and comparison, but I feel like myself again today, so that's a start. I just met up with a professor about career opportunities in NYC, and I'm so grateful but so lost. What am I going to do with my life? Do I even want to work in fashion anymore? What am I even doing? Feeling conflicted but happy, motivated, and grateful. That is insane to me. Like, I feel like I still don't really know what I'm doing, but it's crazy that this was only a year ago where I just had like no plan, no real idea of what I wanted. I was so confused, and obviously in this little paragraph, I questioned if I could even do this, which is amazing because I did it! Surprise! Spoiler alert, I'm here, I'm in New York, I'm in my Brooklyn apartment right now. Yeah, this is when I started developing just more of a like clean, but still like my own style. I love this. All my images, by the way, are on my Pinterest. I'm really bad at like giving credit, which I'm trying to get better at. It's just because I have such a bad memory. Like, I don't know who made this or who made this. Yeah, so they're all on my Pinterest art board. So yeah, please check them out if you are looking into what art this is. This is when I started habit tracking by habit and by month. And I love this system. I feel like it did help me just be more intentional about the habits that I wanted to create. And I did little percentages. Instagram 35, no spend 43, up early 54. Here I have my expenses, which I'm like trying to cover up. Actually, like, this is really funny. I only spent $309 this month because I was living in Montana and I was living at home and I didn't have like bills to pay. I was out of school. Like, that's nothing. Like, I spend so much more a month in New York. Total saved $1,325. That's so funny to me. I don't know if expense trackers work for me. I feel like I need a better system to just budget track maybe, or like create budgets in my bullet journal. So let me know if you have any ideas for that. Whew, this is when I started really hitting my stride. I look at this spread and I'm like, yes, I love this. This is perfect. This is my February spread. I know I've filmed this before, but I absolutely love it. I started doing like happenings and goals and reminders, and I love this calligraphy. I feel like I started like just learning how to do calligraphy better. Yeah, that's super cute. I remember this is when I had like another breakdown. It's like, something will grow from what you're going through and it will be you. Happy 23rd birthday to me. This is my birthday week. So cute. I think this is cute too. I don't think that this way of like using my bullet journal as a planner really works for me anymore, but we'll get to that. Happy 23rd birthday to me. I'm so mind blown at how much has changed and how much I've changed since last year. I'm so grateful for everything and everyone in my life. I'm so incredibly thankful for having so much love in my life. I thought I was lucky last year, but somehow I'm even luckier this time around. My mental health has also significantly improved throughout the last few days, and I'm so relieved. I think I've turned a chapter and things won't be nearly as difficult as they were last week. I'm so proud of myself and how far I've come in the past year. I'm so excited to see what adventures and growth are in store for me next year. I can do anything I set my mind to. I just need to remember that. I am turning 24 next month, and that's bizarre to me. But at the same time, I feel like I've been 24 for a while now. Yeah, I was still looking for a New York City job, obviously. I started doing like currently reading. So I was reading Me Before You, currently watching Friends and Smash and The Bachelor with Ari's season, and loving drinking tea, reading, bullet journaling, mom jeans, overalls, and French stuff. Still love all those things. Nothing has changed. This is so cute. I used a lot of free printables from Jordan Clark, who I love, so this is very much like inspired by her aesthetic. You are smart, tenacious, and will offer a lot to whatever company you end up working for. I don't remember who said this to me. I wish I'd written it down. That is very kind. Yeah, I was doing a lot of networking, a lot of just talking to people about moving to New York. This seems so long ago. I did a little weekly tracker. I did some doodles of some plants. Here's my March spread. I love this spread because this Carrie Bradshaw illustration is very cute. And yeah, I think it's a good one. Anyway, this month was when I went to the doctor to ask for anxiety medication. And that was one of the huge things I did for myself in 2018. And it's crazy to see like how far I've come. And I remember, yeah, my bullet journal was kind of just like my place to document my anxiety journey and also to escape at the same time somehow. I kind of fell off the wagon with my tracker, but I did another one. Here I didn't finish up my March expenses. Here I started doing nice things people said to me this month, but I didn't fill this out, although I really wish I did because I love these two quotes. One is from my boss at the time, Elizabeth, and one is from my friend Danielle. And then I've got a brain dump here. This is what I do when I just want to write. This is when I started like kind of falling off with bullet journaling a little bit. My anxiety acted up, but I'm trying to be mindful and kind to myself. I was using this kind of as a planner, like that's what it looks like, but honestly I just created these for the aesthetic alone. Like I used a bandeau planner for my real planner, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out that for the new year because I used this as a journal, but then I wasn't as committed to it. Here I did a little victories thing, which I thought was cute, and I'll probably use that in the future. Oh, currently reading Harry Potter 3. I put 3 because I didn't have space for The Prisoner of Azkaban, but I was reading The Prisoner of Azkaban, I was watching Queer Eye, that's when it just came out, that's so insane. I was listening to Sarah Bareilles, the Fringe of It podcast, and After Laughter by Paramore. Oh, I haven't listened to that in a long time. I'm gonna have to give it another listen. Loving bar, books, blogging, and balance. Cute. In 1 week, I'll be headed to New York City for the first time in my life. I can't believe my future is approaching so quickly. I'm starting to feel so stir crazy here in Missoula. I'm bored, I'm so bored and so hungry for change and excited to be pushed. I can't believe how supportive and helpful so many people have been, and I'll forever be grateful to them for helping me navigate this next chapter. Good things are on the horizon for me. I guess I just know it. I just need to trust that it's on its way. That's crazy because it totally was on its way. I ended up having such an amazing transition to living in New York, and everything was just, this was like the hardest point, like the build up. Oh, here was like my little, like, this is kind of more scrapbooky, so it's not as like cute design wise, but like I went to see Avenue Q. Here's a postcard that I picked up at the Met, and this one as well. This was just the best trip. This was the most amazing trip I've ever taken. Now that I'm home, I can feel the person that I was for those 5 brilliant days slipping away. I want her back. She was strong and capable and independent and fearless, and I want to bottle up my feelings from the first trip to New York City and keep them with me forever. The anticipation and hope for the future. New York City is more overwhelming and petrifying than I could have ever imagined, but it's also more electrifying and magical than I could have ever expected. What I love most is what it brings out in me. She was there all along, but it took venturing to New York City to find her. I'm hungry for change and hustling and adventure. You can definitely say I fell head over heels with the city that never sleeps. I'm literally going to cry. That is so crazy thinking back, because although I feel so differently now about New York than I did that first trip, I just remember it so vividly, and I'm so happy that I documented it in here because I don't think I'll ever forget how I felt when I first came to New York, and like I was so overwhelmed but like completely starstruck, and it just feels like a different city to me now, but at the same time like I'm more in love with it every single day that goes by, and I feel like I just am a different person here, but at the same time like more me than I've ever been. And that's amazing, and I'm gonna cry. This has just been such a crazy adventure this year, and I'm so glad that I documented it in my bullet journal. Here I had like the Met sticker, we went to Waitress, we went to see Hello Dolly, which is the best thing I've ever seen. I printed out some pictures. This was my first Metro card, and this is an Ellis Island postcard. I love that I like stuck some postcards in here. Here's my April spread, which I absolutely love. I was watching Sex and the City, which is my favorite spring show. Reading Harry Potter 4. listening to James Bay, Sarah Bareilles, You Matter to Me, James Arthur, and the We're the Ladies podcast. I remember here I was just writing about how I was just so ready to leave. Like, I was just ready to leave in April. I hate this. This looks so gross. But here I did a little to do before moving list. April habit tracker. Yay, look, this is good mental health. Here I wrote, I'm not waiting, but I'm willing if you call me up, because I was so fucking cut up about this one boy, and I was totally like waiting for him, which was trash, and I wish I never did that. Oh, Plonk with Danielle and Emily. That was so fun. I remember making a lot of friends and like just like getting closer with friends during this time. It was really helpful to get through this tough time, but it was really hard to leave everybody when I did leave. I just need to keep hustling and believing in myself. My job is on its way. I can feel it. I hope it finds me soon. I'm sure as hell ready to be found. That's so crazy because my job at Harvest was totally on its way to find me, which is amazing. Your time is coming. It is. Oh, this is my May spread, which I love. I don't think I can keep up with doing these really meticulous, detailed spreads because they take so long. Family visit, graduation, Sally's birthday, Nancy's birthday. This is very springy. I have Montana's native plants. This is so beautiful. This is so springy. I love spring in Montana. Another little habit tracker. Did not keep up with this that well. I remember creating this when all my family was in town for graduation. Here I did some like joy journaling. Here I stuck this little graduation gift, which is a list of the best ice cream in New York, and this was given to me by my friend Mackenzie. And honestly, I just thought that this was such a personal and heartwarming and helpful and cute gift that I stuck it in here. And I've been to Van Leeuwen's. I love Van Leeuwen's. I love Ample Hills. I love Oddfellows. I love this, and I'm so happy I stuck it in here because then I can just like reference it whenever. And it was just like a very sweet and thoughtful little graduation gift. So thank you, Mackenzie, if you're watching. You're the best. This was when I moved to New York. So I fell off the wagon completely. This is obviously when I moved to New York. This was in May and I moved in June. So I was totally preparing for moving all beginning of June. Did not do a June spread. Here I tried to bullet journal when I was in New York. Failed miserably. Look, here's a tracker, didn't use it. Here's a little planner space, didn't use it. I wrote, everybody here wanted something more. This is cute. Hello NYC. Here is a Levain cookie postcard. And here, whoa, we're all the way in October. I tried, this is finally when I got my printer, so that's why I started bullet journaling again. There's some cute little calligraphy. This cute little Halloween Polaroid. This is the only page I did in October. These two, this and this. Here I was talking about like dealing with this rejection from a man. What else is new? What's good for you won't pass by you. Someone will ache for your soul one day, wait for them. Yeah, here I was clearly struggling with a lot of romantic shit. At least I did use the planner this week, but then that's all I did for October, and here's November, and I started realizing that this was just like not, I was very confused at what I wanted to do with my bullet journal, and I didn't know if this was sustainable, if the like methods I was using were sustainable. This was November. This is my November spread. I just did like a little one pager, which I kind of like. This was very cute as well. This is obviously when I had my new printer, which I'm obsessed with. I'll link it down below, where I printed these images, and this image right here. There's no December even. Like I completely fell off the wagon with Vlogmas and obviously just like figuring out my New York routine, and just also it was my bullet journal also wasn't really serving me, so I just had kind of like a crisis with falling out of bullet journaling. But I still really love it, so I'm trying again to do a bullet journal this year, and I think that I've got a better idea of what I want to do with it and what works, what doesn't work. So here I wrote down just like, this is literally like kind of like almost a throwaway page, let's be real. Here I'm just writing down some ideas. I was watching Amanda Rachel Lee's video for like bullet journal spread ideas, and I wrote down ones that caught my attention. Anyway, we're starting on to my setup for 2019. I know this is probably a very long video, but I think that those of you who are interested will really care, hopefully, fingers crossed. So already I can see like a huge improvement. Yeah, just so much cleaner, so nice. And here I just was very minimalistic. As you can see, it's still very like the similar style, but it's just minimal. Didn't take me 5,000 years. Here I did another vision board, which I have nearly filled out. I just need one more picture here. So I'm very excited. So let me walk you through my vision board. I've got a picture of this like homemade sweet green salad because I want to eat better this year. Here I have a quote, "Stop worrying if other people like you, do you like you?" because of the confidence issues I had last year and like worrying about what people think, feeling like shit. I feel like that's very prevalent. What's meant for you won't miss you. I love this quote because I always just like freak out about like romantic things like not working out and like me doing something wrong, but I think that this is very true. Like what's meant for you won't miss you. You won't have to like go out of your way or like freak out about the right person. Like they won't miss you, they'll find you. And I think that's just a big mood for 2019. Here's a cute interior design photo that I posted in here because I really just want my space to be like complete. I know it's probably not a realistic goal to have, but I feel like I just have put a pause on decorating and am like waiting to move in with Aline to decorate, but I want to just like start collecting pieces for my forever home and just make my current home feel more homey. I have this like little like dreams image because I want to just focus on making my dreams come true this year. I feel like I did that a lot last year, but then got a little bit lazy with like my side hustles and passions, so that's just a huge mood. Bullet journaling, because that's still a mood. It's always like Cheyenne Barton's bullet journal, which I'm so sad she's not doing anymore, but love her style in every area of art anyway. So yeah, I have that in there because I want, as I said, want to figure out a better system for my bullet journal. Want to be bullet journaling like every other day, even if it's just some simple like literal bullets. Here I have a quote that said, "Be patient with yourself. Self-growth is tender. It's holy ground. There's no greater investment." And that's by Stephen Covey? Stephen Covey? Not quite sure how you pronounce his name, but that is a great quote, and you can find it on my words board on Pinterest, as well as this one and this one. And this one probably. Here I have an image of just like a laptop setup because I want to start doing some more freelance projects, working with brands, working on my own side hustles. I want to relaunch my blog. And then this, finally, I have this picture of Brittany Bathgate because I love her. She's my style icon 100%. I also love her hair length. This is just the overall aesthetic I want to embody, but obviously with my own spin on it, but I love her so much. Anyway, here I did goals like I did last year. I split them up with online goals with YouTube, blog, and Instagram, and my just general 2019 goals. Here I think I'm going to put a little square with the amount of followers I have, just like I did last year, but I haven't gotten to that yet. This is from Cheyenne Barton, and these stickers are also by Cheyenne Barton. I'll link her shop down below. She's my favorite human. I love her work. Will support her till I die. Anyway, yeah, I just have like my word for the year, which is dreams. I want to just like work on pursuing my dreams more this year. And I split my goals up into mind, body, soul, and finances. I know the finances doesn't really flow, but yeah, I wrote down a few of my goals. And then with YouTube, blog, and Instagram as well. I won't go into like extreme detail because I feel like this video is already so long, but you can pause and read through. Here I have YouTube and blog ideas pages. I love how this like calligraphy came out. I think it's super cute. Obviously haven't written that much in it yet, but I want to use that more. And then here is my January spread for the new year. Obviously it's a lot more clean, it's a lot more simple. I haven't written down every like happening yet, so this will be a little bit more filled out. This calendar will be a little bit more filled out. I'm trying out seeing how like large square calendars work in my bullet journal. I'm not quite sure how I like that yet, but we shall see. I've got goals, reminders, happenings like I did before because I love that. As you can see, this is just a little bit more like clean, simple, a little bit more sustainable, and hopefully that'll help me just bullet journal more regularly. I think for my bullet journal this year, what I really want to focus on is using it as a planner, because I don't have a planner currently, and I think that using it as a planner and like a growth tracker and just habit tracker will help me want to use it and need to use it every day. And if I just use a more like minimal style as far as like the design goes, I think it should be just a lot easier to use and a lot more beneficial, and hopefully it works for me. And the great thing about a bullet journal is you can switch it up at any time and you make it your own and find what works for you and just roll with it. That is the video. I hope you enjoyed it despite it being so long. But I enjoyed sharing this with you, and I hope you guys want to come along for the journey. Thank you so much for watching. I love you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!